And Bennett Schiller has joined us now for North of the Broad for this segment. He, of course, is with Schiller at Hamilton law firm in this area. And we're talking specifically about dangerous intersections. The holiday season's coming up. So you're going to name those for us, Bennett, and then you're going to talk about what we can do to prevent getting in an accident, basically. Yes. So give us the intersections.
Well, so absolutely, obviously the holidays are the second deadliest time for us behind Memorial Day to Labor Day. So with that, having said that, being aware of certain intersections and being a little bit more alert and more careful as we go through these intersections. So I picked the top 5. It's a study from the South Carolina Department of Public Safety. Mm-hmm. North of the Broad is the Paris Island Gateway and Robert Smalls intersection. That's right there with the TJ Maxx and the Walmart. Mm-hmm. Then in Port Royal, the Paris Island Gateway and Savannah Highway, which is also very dangerous. And then on Ladies Island Drive and Sea Island, that's that big intersection with the Walgreens and the Publix. And then you've got the Savannah Highway and Robert Smalls, and that's the one near the Broad River Bridge coming across. Yep. And we'll talk about each of these individually as well. And then Ladies Island and Rebo. And if you've ever been there, 5 o'clock traffic, it's backed up on both sides, people trying to turn to come towards Ladies Island. So and that study was done between June of 2015 to July of 2019. So we can only assume that, with our population growing, that those are still very dangerous and probably the more dangerous intersections.
So as people are going through those intersections, what are they doing to cause accidents?
Well, the most common cause of accidents, as we know, distracted driving is number one. And unfortunately, people have so many things going on in their car. They're on their cell phone. They're eating a lot of times. The doctors tell us we need to drink more water, so everybody's got that jumbo water bottle and they're reaching down. And what's crazy is at 45 miles an hour, your vehicle's going to travel 66 feet per second. So if you take your eyes off the road for just a few seconds, you've traveled, 120, 130 feet. Wow. So distracted driving is number one. Speeding is number 2. We know what that is. Mm-hmm. Drunk or impaired driving. We've got more than just alcohol impairing our drivers nowadays with opioids and marijuana being more prevalent. Reckless driving, and that's, changing lanes, tailgating, getting too close. It's the reckless driving that often results in some road rage. We see stories of road rage. Mm-hmm. And then, of course, the last one we don't think about very often is rain. And, I ride motorcycles, so I know rain is very dangerous. It slows the amount, or it increases the distance that you need to stop your vehicle. Windshield wipers may not be working. And, we don't inspect vehicles anymore. Back in the day, you had to have your little inspection. So there's some maintenance issues with vehicles that the rain increases or decreases their safety features.
So what are some tips that you can share with our viewers to reduce our risks?
Sure. So talking about some of these intersections, I think there's a couple things that are very common with these. There's long straightaways as you approach the intersections, which allow people to pick up speed and not have to maintain or reduce their speed. They're usually 4 lanes with 2 turn lanes. Mm-hmm. And sometimes people don't understand the green arrow, whether they still have the right of way when it turns off, because the other light's still green. So they assume that because they had the green arrow for a minute. Mm-hmm. So a lot of comments. So really, here's the things that we find, stay focused. Right. Stay focused, pay attention to what you're doing. And let me tell a quick story. This is easy to get distracted. A couple of years ago in Charlotte, there was a turn lane next to my vehicle, and I'm looking at a beautiful car lot next to us, and the lane next to me was the turn lane, so they got the green arrow and they got to go first. So stay focused, put the phone away, and give yourself plenty of extra time. Right. So those are the things that I would encourage people to do. And
just very quickly, if we are in an accident, certainly, call 911. You want to make sure that you're okay. If we need help with a law firm, we can certainly call you.
And we're available now with technology 24/7. Our website has plenty of information on it. You can chat with us online, or we have an answering service. They'll get in touch with us. So we're available, but stay safe. Put the phone away. Give yourself plenty of extra time, and don't eat while you're driving. That's just as bad as using your cell phone.
Well, and having that cell phone, like I have it, and I'll glance down. And you said it just takes a second. Yeah. Just glancing down at that phone.
66 feet per second at 45 miles an hour. So, just pay attention. The holidays, everything's busy. So we want everyone to stay safe.
Very good. Thank you. Good tips. Appreciate it. Bennett Schiller with Schiller and Hamilton Law Firm in Beaufort. And we'll be right back with North of the Broad. Stay with us.